And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. God, yeah, I knew it was never going to be an easy watch. It never is on a weekend. Sometimes I just want to, sit down and enjoy the football on the weekend. And there just to be, something that's not going to raise my heart rate and make me angry. Now, of course, that first half was probably, we were all saying it. I mean, I'm looking on X now and a lot of people are probably deleting their posts. I'm seeing a lot of big Rangers fans and Rangers accounts saying, Danny rule out. And this is what I said, they don't have the bottle when it comes to the big moments. And I can't lie, I was feeling the same way. I was thinking, look, 6 games to go. We keep getting told 6 cup finals. And you show up at the start of that match in a must-win game against Falkirk and you play like that. I was thinking, for God's sakes. I mean, going into the halftime break, we get that goal back, and I was thinking, right, it's not the end of the world. But when that second goal went in, I couldn't believe what I was watching. I genuinely couldn't believe what I was watching. I was so freaking angry, and I could see a lot of fans being the same because it's that sort of stereotype. If you think about sort of Ross County in 2024, when we were in a title race, then just shat the bed, bottled it. And yeah, it was all gone. It was taken away from us. And we were our own worst enemy. And I still say it to this day. Looking at the other teams in the league and who we're up against right now for the title, I still do believe that the only team that can stop Rangers from winning this title is Rangers. And that's what I mean when you look at first half performances like that. That's what I mean when I go that the only team that could stop Rangers winning the title is Rangers themselves. And yeah, that first half was absolutely abysmal. But having said that, the second half was magnificent. It really was. A massive change. 5 goals in the second half. And we were pretty much leading again 5 minutes into that second half. So again, a massive turnaround. What a comeback. And that's the sort of that's what you want going into a title race. Not the first half. The first half was shocking, as we mentioned. But having that belief, not, keeping your head down thinking that it's already over, feeling sorry for yourselves, but actually going there and having the belief and going, you know what, we're still in this. We need to still try. And as you can see here, it's doable. It's doable, right? And yeah, a massive, massive, massive win there in the end. And we improve our goal difference by 3 goals as well. So I'm pretty happy with that. 6-3. I'm only happy with the second half. First half, obviously, we don't want to be going into every game like that. However, I don't want to say it out loud, but I mean, I don't think my heart can take it. But I would take 5 more of those games as long as we get the 3 points. As long as we win the matches, I don't care. But we need to be better in the first half, because if you do that against a Hearts at Tynecastle, then there is no way of coming back, really, I don't think. And if you do that at Celtic Park, then there's a good chance that you won't go on and win the game. And Falkirk, credit to them, they've been a very, very good team. I thought they were fantastic in the first half, actually, to be honest. I thought we were really bad, but I thought Falkirk were, pushing. They were really, really hungry to try and score more goals. And they looked like the better side. They looked like the team that was hungrier. A team that was, not really going for anything. They've got top 6. That's an achievement already in itself for their first season back in the Scottish Premiership. All eyes on the Scottish Cup semi-final for them, which is next week. But they look like the side that were going for the title. And that was the really frustrating part. But a change there, more coming off. Mivioski coming on. That was a big change there as well. 2 goals from Mivioski. 2 goals from Chimiti. That's what you want from your strikers. And yeah, just like that, we're in a good place. So I'm pretty happy in the end, but I don't want to see that happening ever again, really. Now we've got a week off now, and yeah, a Scottish Cup coming up for the other sides. Obviously, we're not in it, but we've got a week up, and then we've got the 5 most important games that I can ever remember, really. We need to be getting the job done. We need to be making sure that there is no slip-ups. We need to be making sure that we win all our games. And next up for Rangers, I believe, is... Who's our first one back? Motherwell at home. So we've got a home match coming up next for Rangers. Then Tynecastle against Heart of Midlothian. Then we're away to Celtic Park. Then we're at home to Hibernian. And then, of course, we've got the finale back at that stadium yet again against Falkirk. So here's hoping we can get the job done. But 5 big games coming up, and I hope we don't start it in that fashion ever again, because that was absolutely abysmal and absolutely shocking. I'm lost for words from what I seen there in the first half. Guys, I just want to have a little look in the live chat. It's been a little while since I've been live with you guys. So do let me know what you think of that result, firstly. And what did you make of the game in general? Were you throwing your toys out the pram in the first 45 like me? Or not? John Adams says they need to play like that for 90 minutes. Yes, they're definitely capable. And look, this is not me just saying this because I'm a Rangers fan, but we're better than Hearts and Celtic. I've seen bits of Celtic. Their fans are not happy with their performances, but they're getting over the line and winning. That second half was absolutely amazing from Rangers. So we've got it in the tank. We've got it. We're able to do it. We just need to do it for the full 90 minutes, as John has said there. I don't think Celtic can win a title, especially with the games that they're playing, if they're going to continue to play the way that they are. Having said that, if we play the first half like we did every single week, then we have no chance of winning the title. But as I said, we're the only team that can stop us from winning the title. And I know people are going to say, man, we're Hearts and Celtic are the only team that can stop them winning the title. I think our poor performances, I don't think anyone's better than us in terms of quality. I just think we let ourselves down. That's it. That's simple as that for me. Defense was shaky, especially the fullback. Some comeback though. Yeah, exactly. Shit first, good second, no standout man of the match, but what a score. We are the people. Mivioski and Chimiti need to play. Now that's a bit of a statement there. People have been asking questions of Mivioski, and rightfully so. You know, so far this season, can he be the guy that you rely on? But if he does that going into the sort of last stages, going into the split, then he could be a Kyle Lafferty sort of figure. If you look back at 2011, where we went and wrapped up the title at Rugby Park. So he could be one of those sort of figures for us and really get onto it. But yeah, happy days. Nico Raskin played well in the second half as well. So yeah, pretty happy in the end. But yeah, like everybody else, I wasn't happy at half time, or literally a couple of minutes before half time. I thought it was absolutely abysmal. I did see a theory here. I don't know if we're making an excuse for ourselves, but it actually plays into this theory about the wind. People were saying that we were playing against the wind, in the first half, and in the second half, I seen a post at half time that it would be a lot better going into the second half, and they were kind of right. So I don't know how much of that is true, but still, I'm happy. Done. We can breathe for 2 weeks. But that's it. We've got 5 cup finals. I know it's another cliche saying, but they're must-win games. We win them all. It's simple as that, guys. We win them all, we're champions. Simple as that. Win all our next games, we're champions. And what a way to be into it. And if you asked me at half time if that was going to be the case, I would have probably said no. But guys, that's enough from me. Thank you for tuning in. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below if you're watching this on a replay. And